Community sponsorship is a shared endeavour of a community who want to welcome a refugee family to their local area. Community sponsorship was founded in 2016 and the first family was welcomed to the heart of London by the Archbishop of Canterbury, Justin Welby. Once this family was welcomed to London, groups started cropping up all over the country. We had our next group in the north in Manchester, then all the way down to Devon and Cornwall and so forth. We now have a community sponsorship group in every nation across the UK. There are now more than 300 community sponsorship groups. Anyone can do community sponsorship. There are no qualifications required. We've seen groups set up through running clubs, sports clubs, churches, schools, mosques and synagogues. All kinds of people have gotten involved in community sponsorship on the shared endeavour to welcome refugee families. Community sponsorship is a one-year commitment, and across this year you'll be helping the family do things like learning English, accessing education and healthcare that they need, and anything else that they'll need to settle into their life in the UK. There are 6 requirements to do community sponsorship. The first one is getting your group together. It's not something you can do on your own. You need a community to do community sponsorship. The second requirement is connecting with a lead sponsor. This will be a charity that will take on all of the legal responsibilities required for community sponsorship for you. You'll get the benefit of all of their expertise and knowledge in this area. If you have any issues finding your local lead sponsor, talk to Reset and we can help you find one that suits you. The third thing you need is consent from your local council or authority. If you need any assistance with getting this, again, Reset can help you find this. The fourth requirement of community sponsorship is researching your local area. If you are a new family in your community, think about the things you'll need. You could talk to your local schools and find out what spaces they have available, and if so, in what year groups. You could speak to the local GP or job centre to find out all of the information you'll need for this family. Once you have these 4 things together, you'll need to fill out an application form and send it off to the Home Office. Don't worry about this, as Reset can help you fill this out. Once you've filled out this application form, there are 2 big things for you to be getting on with. The first thing is raising money. You need to raise at least £9,000, but groups are welcome to raise as much money as they wish. We've had community sponsorship groups raise it in a variety of ways. We've had people doing pub quizzes, sponsored runs, raffles, asking their schools for donations and all kinds of ways to raise this money. This £9,000 is for start-up costs like school uniforms, the cost of interpreters, furniture and all the other things you need to start up a home. The 6th and final thing you'll need for community sponsorship is to find accommodation. You're not required to buy a house for community sponsorship, however you will need to source accommodation that will be available for at least 2 years. The idea of the 2 years for the accommodation is so that the family have enough time to get settled in the UK before they become independent. When the family arrive in the UK, they'll be entitled to claim benefits here. To recap, there are 6 things you need to do community sponsorship. You need to set up a group, you need to connect with a lead sponsor, you need to get consent from your local authority, you need to research your local area and put this in an application, you need to raise £9,000 and you need to find accommodation that's available for at least 2 years. Once you've done these 6 things, the Home Office will work with the UNHCR, the UN's refugee agency, to match your group with a family identified as vulnerable to come and live here in the UK. Once this has happened, that family will be flown over to the UK and you'll meet them at the airport. The size of the family that the UNHCR will match you with will depend on the size of the accommodation you have found. Thank you for your interest in community sponsorship. It is a wonderful shared endeavour that allows communities to come together to welcome refugee families safely to the UK. If you have any further questions or need any further information about community sponsorship, please email us or look at Reset's website.